Hey everybody, Dave Murphy again at Imaging USA 2022. I'm here at the Photoflix booth talking to Philip Bloom. He's the head of community engagement for this brand new video training photo platform. Philip, why don't you go and tell our audience what Photoflix is all about?
Yeah, I mean, most of us can relate to Netflix. All of us have some kind of subscription there.
Sure.
And so really Photoflix is, you can think of it on the most simplistic level as a Netflix for photo education. You can easily just sit back, choose some sort of video to learn from, but going beyond just the tutorials or the kind of self-aware, self-promoting YouTube influencers, and instead it's some of the top photographer educators in the world going in depth. We have some courses that if you bought the course by itself, they're $800,000, $900,000 courses, but you can just get them like a Netflix subscription. And beyond that, to me, the most important thing, so Eileen and I together are the community building directors for Photoflix. And that means we've got an amazing community of thousands of photographers that we've actually built up even before the company itself launched. And there's all kinds of support daily, every day, every weekday, morning business coaching, keeping each other accountable, moving forward. And also, the coolest part to me, and Eileen and I get to contribute to this as photographers ourselves, photographers from every genre putting new episodes on Photoflix every month behind the scenes on the job. So you can scrub through, you can watch and see how we actually face real challenges at the highest level of wedding, portrait, commercial advertising, studio photography, and not just, oh, let me tell you the highlights, but the real deal, how it goes down, how we solve those problems. So it's a lot of fun and just something I wish that I had had to push us forward at the beginning of our business.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And with this being kind of the launch day, can you tell me kind of where the impetus for the idea came from?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of photographers, we've been in, Eileen and I have been in the industry for about 14 years, and it's just become a home for us. We've made relationships with so many amazing, talented photographers, and I think what we see a lot of times in this modern world is the flashy influencer who can kind of rig the smartest advertising moves or something, gets a lot of attention, but the really staid and true proven systems, the proven techniques, the things that all of us really need to run a consistent, solid business and improve our photography. They're humble, quiet, but very talented educators, and they're just there and available. And so that community of people came together. And it's not about one person, it's this contribution of the community back to new photographers. So I'm just excited. I hope it came together in such a beautiful way with such a memorable name like Photoflix, and I think it'll be here helping people move forward for a long time.
Indeed, no, absolutely. Now you mentioned influencers, right? And there's no dearth of people on YouTube and Skillshare and a number of these websites that are producing video content. How do you differentiate what you're providing from all that? What's kind of the big differentiating factor?
Yeah, I think it's the mentor aspect. It's not kind of the ego-driven channel where you spend a day like, oh my gosh, I just spent 5 hours watching videos on YouTube and didn't even realize it, and most of it was lost time. We want to see people getting into systems. Some of these are 9-10 hour programs, specific curriculum guiding you through setting up your business for portraits or weddings, how to light something for success, how to do sales and marketing and in-person sales, and doing that in a way that, this is like going to university. I can walk through this and know confidently that this has already worked for the past decade for thousands of people, and it's a really valuable education.
Yeah, I think I was talking to one of your Photoflix reps, and they had mentioned something like the online mentorship, like the actual instructors kind of host these mentorship opportunities where I guess you can interact with the folks who are part of the platform.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, so imagine that you have a really great local photographer group that you just love being part of. They invite in great guest speakers. They're challenging you every month. We have that in person in our hometown, sort of, and Photoflix sponsors that group and is creating more city groups. Hopefully, an in-person one will actually reach many people who are viewing right now, but also those great speakers, those guests are recorded. they're available for everyone in the Photoflix community to learn from. And then what you're speaking of, that interactive part, that's what Eileen and I get to do as the head of community building, and that is sitting down for accountability and business direction every single morning with the membership. And then occasionally, about every month, doing an intentional workshop that can be interactive, that questions can be posed. And we could even get into like the in-person opportunities to do workshops and things later that are open just to members. But it's a lot, so I don't want to hit everybody with a fire hose. But it's something to be excited about, and it definitely takes commitment to get through all of that work.
Oh, absolutely. It sounds like a pretty awesome platform. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just all the best to you guys. Looking back over what for Eileen and me is a 14-year career now, this 2 years past has been challenging. And I hope this isn't discouraging, but just know challenges don't end. There's never.
Just being told this now.
You don't. I think a lot of us are working towards. We'd like to reach that mountaintop. When am I going to achieve where I can just sit back and do nothing? Well, you can build systems where work becomes peaceful and enjoyable, but there's always going to be challenges, and I think it is that community, it is that accountability, and just daily getting up and taking the next step that allows you to overcome those. So encouragement to you guys, just keep going, just don't stop, and in time you'll have something really beautiful to look back on that you built.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Philip, B-L-U-M-E, Bloom. So great to hear from you and what this interesting new venture will develop into. Photoflix, how do they get to it?
Photoflix.com, and you can actually go in there and start with a preview, get some free videos. It won't ask for any credit card information, you just enjoy that, and I hope it helps you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. Go check out Photoflix.